Hello, I'm Andrew of MachineartMoto, and I'm going to show you how to install the MudSling rear suspension guard for the new R1200R and RS liquid-cooled models. The MudSling has been a staple in our line for several years, and it is extremely effective in helping to prolong the visual life of your underseat area, your shock, and prevents splash out onto your legs. And it is very easy to install. First, let's review the contents of your kit. There's the MudSling. There are 4 nylon zip ties to attach the MudSling to the side frame rails. In addition to that, we have one 6mm cap screw, a lock washer, a flat washer, and a 20mm coupling nut. And I'll explain how that is installed in a moment. The tools you'll need are a 10mm open-end wrench, a 5mm hex wrench, preferably a 90-degree one just to make it easier to maneuver, and side cutters. And also, I'm suggesting that you use Loctite 248. This is the pasty variety. It's easier to apply and it's not as messy. So that's all you will need. Let's now begin the installation with the positioning of the coupling nut. The first thing we're going to do is install a 20mm coupling nut on the right side of the 2 studs that exist in the underside of the frame. This is the one that we're going to install it on. It's roughly on the center line of the rear tire. Simply twist it on, and with your 10mm open-end wrench, just give it the slightest tightening, and then you're set. The next thing we'll do is install this M6 cap screw through the MudSling and into that coupling nut. Apply a little Loctite to the thread, slip on the lock washer included in the kit first, then the flat washer. Then we'll take the MudSling, position it carefully in between the tire and the rear shock with these wings up against the frame rails. Be sure to register the end of the wing with this welded feature on the frame. Hold the MudSling with your hand and just finger tight, and now you can let go and you have your hands free to do the rest of the procedure. We'll go back and tighten that cap screw after everything is done. So it is positioned. Keep that cap screw a little loose right now. The next thing is to take a zip tie and insert it through the slot at the bottom. Grip it from the top. And cinch it. Take the second one. Do the same at the bottom slot. Cinch it. And on the right side, we'll install the 2 remaining zip ties through the slot in the bottom. Fish it out from the top. And tighten. You'll notice that the end of the MudSling is right up against the welded feature on the frame. And then the last one, nice and tight. And then take your side cutters, clip off the excess end, and then turn the knots inboard so it's out of the way. Take your 5mm X-head wrench and do a final light tightening of the cap screw in the center. Be sure that the MudSling is properly located. You can do a little bit of adjustment fore and aft to make sure the clearance between the shock, the swing arm, and the tire are correct. Again, don't over tighten. The Loctite will do its job. That completes the installation. It's very simple. To clean the product, all you need is soap and water. Armor All works very well. I suggest not using hard chemicals. And if you have any questions, please contact us by phone or by sales@MachineartMoto.com. Thank you.